What's up, my beautiful people? Back again with another daily dose of Reddit hope and happy because, honestly, it's what I think the world really needs right now. Going back into r/DecidingToBeBetter today, so let's get to it. Our first post is from user Emerald Tendrils. I deserve to feel good about myself. Full stop. I'm done with hating myself. I've been journaling in an attempt to create a coherent narrative and process mild childhood trauma. I just wrote this line and I had the compulsion to add, sometimes. It really helped illustrate how poor my self-image has been until this point. I'm reiterating to myself and anyone else who needs to hear it. It's good to feel confident. That does not necessarily equate to arrogance. It's good to feel proud of working hard, making progress, and doing something well. I do deserve to feel good about myself all the time, despite occasionally making bad choices or mistakes. Those don't make me a terrible person who deserves to feel bad. Recently, I've gained clarity about my lack of self-esteem and a lack of resilience. I'm going through a long, drawn-out breakup with a great guy because I could not stop comparing myself unfavorably to him. I'm taking some time to process the issues that led to me having such low self-esteem and grow a bit of love for myself. Another reminder for anyone who needs to hear it, be kind to yourself. Edit, I didn't expect such a response, so thank you all. What an amazing community. If you're struggling, feel free to shoot me a message because I have endless downtime right now. Might not have any good advice for you, but I can hear you out. Random, I know, but if you're into poetry, check out Wild Geese by Mary Oliver. The first line is you do not have to be good. Sending all good vibes to everyone who needs them. Short, but highly relevant. So many people in today's world struggle with self-image and with anxiety and with depression and everything else that comes with that. We do deserve to feel good about ourselves. Tearing ourselves down doesn't ever actually accomplish anything. You know, let's just take an example of you get out of the shower, you look in the mirror, and you can see either the king of all fatties, or you can see someone who's lost weight and is trying to get better. Which one's going to be more motivating? Maybe for some people the former, but I think for most it would be the latter. We do deserve to feel good about ourselves, no matter what we're told by society, or those around us, or the media, or even our own thoughts. So thank you for the reminder and for just sharing your story, and wherever you're at, OP, I do wish you the best. Our next post is from user NeoLobbers. But first, if you know someone that you think would benefit from hearing this message or watching this video, feel free to share it to them because the whole point of this channel is to encourage people to get better in their lives and shoot for higher goals than they currently are. Girlfriend of 2.5 years left me for someone else. I'm going to use the situation to my advantage and turbocharge my life. Here's the background. The title of this post isn't totally accurate, but is ultimately the truth. I don't believe she made the conscious decision to leave me for him, but I do believe she lined him up to be ready for after ending our relationship. We broke up a month ago and she told me it will be hard for her to recover and move on. Yesterday she messaged me to say that her and this guy are looking at being a couple soon, which I can see straight through. They're clearly already a couple and I know are frequently violating lockdown law to see each other. This guy's name? The name that was popping up on her phone and in conversations more and more towards the last few months of our relationship. She used to tell me about several funny things that happened in her day involving him, that I would categorize as flirting. Yesterday she admitted she had feelings for him before she broke up with me. So she emotionally cheated on me. Researching this online reveals that people do this when they are immature, very insecure, have low self-esteem, and are reliant on validation from others. Which, knowing her, makes total sense. I'm not at all upset that she's with someone new, as everyone gets with someone new eventually. I'm upset that she was disloyal and that I meant less than I thought I did to her, which she proved by moving on so quickly. But I've realized this is purely on her. I was loving, caring, and loyal to her, so she's lost someone who loved her. I've not. I'm glad someone capable of doing what she did is no longer in my life and hope I find someone who doesn't take me for granted. My realization? I was thinking to myself before, if she's found someone new, maybe I should too. But screw that. I love myself enough to be happy single, so I'm going to do what she didn't, which is to work on myself emotionally, physically, mentally, and socially. This will mean when I eventually find someone new, I'll be going into a healthy relationship, not going into a relationship having not recovered from and grown since the last one. So, I'm not going to look for someone new for at least 6 months. If someone comes to me like she did, I will see where that goes, but I'm not going to look for someone before that time. I'm setting myself 4 goals that I will try not to evaluate success/failure on until October 2022, which is when I finish my degree. So it'll be a good time to look back at how far I've progressed. My goals? First, physical appearance and health/well-being. Exercise more, have a better diet, focus on skincare, beat the acne I've been struggling with. Once the gyms are open, have and stick to a routine. Once the hairdressers are open, get a new haircut, and if I'm unhappy with that, continue to experiment with it, and start wearing the contact lenses that I have finally found that have the required properties to properly correct my screwed up eyes. Second, social skills and charisma. Watch social intelligence and charisma development videos on YouTube and try to practice the skills I learned to everyday situations. Travel more to meet new people once that's possible. And generally get closer to my friends and try to use the skills I learned with them too. Third, be less materialistic and be better with money. Stop buying stuff that, even though it's better than what I currently have, I don't necessarily need. Remove my external dependencies on happiness. I shouldn't need stuff to be happy. And try and budget better, save more money, and spend money on memorable experiences such as travel rather than physical stuff. And finally, put more effort into my degree, career, hobbies, and friendships. Stop coasting on my degree as it's something I'm naturally good at. I want to get my current average of 73% as close to 100% as possible. Put more time in at home to learn new skills that apply to my job to hopefully stand out from my colleagues and enable more exciting opportunities in the future. Pick up the piano and guitar again, learn new songs and improve my skills. Find new hobbies to keep me engaged and improving as a person, and become closer to my friends and value them more. Conclusion, I'm not angry at my ex. I'm grateful. I'm no longer with someone who didn't appreciate me enough to want to be with me and wasn't loyal. I have learned a lot about relationships from her, both what can go right and what can go wrong. While I was with her, she was a lovely person, so I can't hate her for what she's done. I'm upset/disappointed about the disloyalty, but what's done is done. I want to stay in contact with her as long as she does too. I hope I'll be successful in my goals, and that I'm thankful to her for giving them a jumpstart. Here's a quote I found that I feel is topical. Don't get mad, don't get even, do better. Much better. Rise above. Become so engulfed in your own success that you forget it ever happened. Edit. Most people aren't even questioning that she emotionally cheated, but a small few don't seem to see it. I must remind everyone what people classify as cheating depends on the boundaries within the relationship. I am the type of person to be willing to try a more open relationship, but she definitely was not. I remember her once lecturing me about how cheating in any form is the worst thing you can do to your partner. Ironic. She always got very jealous and suspicious of any involvement I had with other girls, which I can assure you I had no feelings for. They were just friends and I very rarely communicate alone with them, almost always as a group with other guys, so what she did was definitely beyond the boundaries of our relationship. Thanks to everyone for the support and advice. I was not expecting any attention to this post. I was posting it so I could look back on it as I progress as a person. It's helpful to see people who were in a similar situation some time ago and how far they've come since. It's amazing to see people who have gone through similar recently, taking inspiration from the post, and a few people even reaching out to me via DMs for advice on how to take such a positive outlook on it. I never thought I'd become a pseudo life coach. Oh boy, OP. Oh. Man, I feel like I could have written this too. I've mentioned this before on the channel about my psychotic abusive ex that was very similar, just up and leaving me for another guy, and somehow just moving on so quickly, and how much it hurt and everything else, and then how she tried to worm her way back into my life, and that's when I finally decided, you know what, I really deserve better than this. I don't deserve someone with this level of disloyalty that's just going to throw me away when it's convenient for them and assume that I'm just going to stand by their side. And it gets a lot worse than what I'm describing here. She really was a piece of work, but that's in the past, so. And like you though, I have to, at least to a degree, express some gratitude towards her, because what I found in that relationship was what I was really valuing in a partner. Not physical appearance, not any sort of sex drive or anything else. No, what I really wanted, what I really needed was loyalty, being able to implicitly trust someone. And I'm just very grateful that I managed to find that in the woman I'm now married to. My wife is amazing. It's really funny how some of these terrible experiences, some of these heart-wrenching breakups and whatnot can lead to some of the most profound growth and some of the best things that can happen in your life. And honestly, like I've said before, her taking off was really the best thing that could have happened, because we were ultimately not good for each other. And, yeah. I feel like I'm just rambling about that, but I'm glad to hear that this pain is driving you into trying to become a better person, and you seem sincere and serious about it. Not just someone that's in a rebound loop and like, oh, well, I'm going to better myself now and win her back or anything. No, you're taking time for yourself, and that is the right thing to do. Congratulations on the progress you've made, and I really wish you the best. Hope to hear more from you soon. Our next post is any video in the Deciding to Be Better playlist on your left, or if you want to see the video YouTube thinks is best for you, go ahead and hit the button on the right. Now, you guys stay safe, stay healthy. I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, I'm Exile451. Stay beautiful, people.